In a realm where elegance converges with the luster of gold lies Ferrero Rocher, a symbol of a culinary secret guarded through time. Birthed over a century ago, this cherished recipe has been a jewel in the crown of a single family, spanning 4 generations. The incredible success we see today is the work of an Italian innovator that goes by the name Michele Ferrero, who turned his father's small bakery into a massive billion-dollar business, making it a famous name in the chocolate world. Grab some chocolate and join us as we discover the story of a boy who turned a humble family business into a legendary chocolate brand, leaving an unforgettable mark in history. Michele Ferrero's story begins in 1925 in the picturesque Piedmont region of northwest Italy, a place where the majestic Alps meets the sky and the historic town of Alba lies cradled between Turin and Genoa, known for its distinguished vineyards, rich Roman heritage, and architectural wonders dating back to the 12th century. Alba was the setting for a story of chocolate and ambition. In this charming town, Michele's father, Pietro, a pastry chef by training, embarked on a remarkable culinary adventure. His obsession with the perfect blend of cocoa and local hazelnuts led to the creation of a unique chocolate paste, gianduja, which soon established Piedmont as a renowned chocolate center. Pietro's gianduja, branded as pasta gianduja, quickly transcended its local roots to become a nationwide phenomenon. Wrapped in aluminum foil and sold as small loaves, it marked the beginning of the Ferrero brand, founded in 1946 by Pietro and his brother Giovanni. But it was the birth of his son Michele in 1925 that set the stage for the family's most significant legacy. Growing up in the peaceful rural town of Alba, Michele Ferrero was nurtured in an environment rich with the heritage of chocolate craftsmanship. From an early age, he was deeply involved in the family business, learning the nuances of chocolate making under the watchful eyes of his father Pietro. However, in 1946, Michele's journey took a sharp turn when Pietro passed away unexpectedly at the age of 54, thrusting the responsibilities of the business onto young Michele and his uncle Giovanni. This crucial moment was a turning point for Michele, pushing him not to only sustain, but also enhance his father's legacy. Tragedy struck again when his uncle Giovanni also passed away, leaving Michele as the sole torchbearer of the Ferrero legacy at the age of 32. These events, though challenging, shaped Michele into a visionary leader, setting him on a course to transform the world of chocolate. In a time of necessity, Pietro Ferrero turned to hazelnuts, a readily available alternative to the hard-to-import chocolate during the war years. This decision sparked the expansion of their business, growing from a small workshop to a full-scale factory. Little did he know, his creation, Pasta Gianduja, was set for a remarkable transformation under the leadership of his son, Michele. Assuming control of the company, Michele Ferrero brought a fresh, audacious perspective. He moved beyond traditional chocolate products, envisioning a spreadable chocolate. In 1941, Super Crema was born, revolutionizing the Italian view of chocolate from a luxury to an everyday staple. Super Crema, placed along other spreads on grocery shelves, marked Michele's innovative approach to chocolate. Michele's flair for marketing was evident as he sent brightly colored trucks across Italy offering samples of his chocolate spread to children, showcasing the power of direct marketing and creating a buzz. Under Michele's leadership, Ferrero expanded rapidly, adding 3 factories, including 2 abroad. He made a significant impact in the German market, converting old missile factories into facilities for candy production, making the most of the post-war environment and the growing popularity of candy bars. In 1964, Michele made a daring move, rebranding Super Crema to Nutella, a name that would soon become synonymous with chocolate spread worldwide. This rebranding cleverly fused the word nut with the Italian suffix, echoing names like mozzarella and portobello. More than just a name change, Michele, continuing his father's legacy of perfect ingredient harmony, unveiled a new Nutella recipe, its details a closely held secret even today. This secrecy surrounding Nutella's formula is so profound that the factory tours are strictly off limits. There are even tales of the original recipe being translated into Arabic and stored in a vault in Egypt. This reinvented Nutella, accessible and beloved, quickly captured the hearts of children across Europe. In 1983, Nutella broke into the US market, becoming an international phenomenon. But Michele didn't stop there. In 1968, he launched Kinder, which means children in German, a brand specifically designed for children. Having already established Ferrero's presence in Germany, Michele was confident in his ability to cater to the local palate, and he did so with remarkable success. This expansion into the German market leveraged local tastes, and the Kinder line grew to include Kinder Surprise, Kinder Bueno, Kinder Maxi King ice creams, and more, all while maintaining its focus on young consumers. Michele's smart marketing helped Ferrero keep his luxury image while offering different products for various markets. In just over 30 years, Michele transformed his father's small enterprise into a colossal global chocolate empire. In 1979, Michele unveiled Ferrero Rocher, a chocolate creation destined to become an international favorite. This innovation was inspired by his spiritual visit to Rocher de Massabielle, a grotto in Lourdes, France, famous for a saint's vision of the Virgin Mary. Deeply moved by this experience, Michele named his new chocolate Ferrero Rocher in homage to the sacred site. Ferrero Rocher's unique design mirrors its spiritual inspiration. Each piece consists of a whole crunchy hazelnut and Nutella wrapped in a wafer shell, coated with chocolate, and sprinkled with roasted hazelnut pieces. However, it's the distinctive packaging that amplifies its allure. Wrapped in gleaming gold foil and seated in a paper cup, each Rocher bears the brand's emblem, symbolizing luxury and decadence. This presentation has become so iconic that it's also displayed in transparent boxes to highlight its golden appeal. Ferrero Rocher has become a symbol of celebration, particularly popular during the festive season. Over half of Ferrero Rocher's sales happen in the last 3 months of the year. Michele's commitment to expanding Ferrero's global reach never weakened. He strategically diversified the sourcing of ingredients and established an impressive network of 8 factories across 5 continents: Europe, North America, South America, Asia, and Australia. This global expansion transformed his father's small chocolate business into a renowned international brand, making Ferrero a household name worldwide. The Ferrero Foundation reflects much more than Michele Ferrero's success in chocolates. He not only differentiated his products, Ferrero Rocher as a luxury item, Kinder for kids, and Nutella as a household staple, but also steered the company clear of politics and limited sponsorships to preserve its image. Michele stayed true to its roots, investing in local transport to help countryside and supporting community programs. This approach fostered a loyal, local workforce at the Ferrero factory, notable for its lack of strikes. Soon after launching Ferrero Rocher, Michele established the Ferrero Foundation in Alba, his hometown. This center, featuring everything from a kindergarten to medical services, is a testament to his dedication to his employees' well-being, some of them with over 25 years of service. The Ferrero family continues to guide their chocolate empire following Michele's passing in 2015. His son Giovanni took the helm. By 2019, the Ferrero Group's annual revenue soared above $11 billion. In a strategic move in 2018, they strengthened their market position by purchasing assets worth $2.8 billion from Nestle. Notably, Ferrero is the largest buyer of hazelnuts globally, using about 25% of the world's supply for their popular products. Michele Ferrero's influence is especially evident in his hometown of Alba. Once a primary agricultural community, it now boasts a significant portion of its residents working for Ferrero. The company's headquarters in Turin oversees this worldwide confectionery network. At the time of his death in 2015, Michele was recognized as Italy's richest person, with Forbes magazine attributing his $20.55 billion fortune to his successful chocolate business. In Alba, a statue stands in tribute to Michele Ferrero, forever honoring him as the unmatched king of chocolate. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to show some love by hitting that like and subscribe button. Until next time.